Just realised in my whole bloody run, I didn't drink any coffee. It's the whole bloody point of coffee morning session. This are the coffee morning sessions. I'm D, and you're watching 1833. What's going on, people? So, coffee morning session. Today I'm drinking the Admiral Rodney HMS Royal Oak. I'll pop the review in the corner when I reviewed this a little while ago. So, just wanted to talk to you about a few things happening. But what I want to talk about is this United Healthcare assassination of Brian Thompson. And I'm curious about this one. So firstly, if I'm honest with you, I'm actually a little bit surprised that he was turned in so quickly. I would have thought that he would have been on a run for longer. I think more people would have helped him out, firstly. Secondly, there's the whole... We don't know enough, and it's hard to sort of judge when you're hearing piece of information. I guess when a trial comes, you hear the whole thing, but it seems a bit far-fetched that this guy's on a run, but he's got the gun on him that he killed someone with him. Like, who does that? That doesn't make any sense. And he's got the same fake IDs and all sorts. It's like, doesn't seem to make... For someone who seems so methodical in killing this person and getting away and all that, it seems very strange that he's got all these things just on him still. Like, it doesn't the math ain't mathing. But what I'm actually very curious about is that the trial is going to take place. I'm not certain that the prosecution is going to be able to find 12 jurors that are completely impartial. I think they're going to struggle because I think this case, this murder, has really resonated with people on a level that a lot of people don't really understand. A lot of people who have money don't understand. So what I've noticed from all the news reporting, what have you, is that those who have money, those are like millionaires, at least, right? Anyone that's sort of upper classes see this murderer as, oh my gosh, a man has just been murdered. He's just a humble CEO. What about his wife? What about his children? He was a dad. Oh my gosh, he's killed him just before Christmas. His children are going to be fatherless. What a sad time. How horrible. I can't believe people are not feeling sorry for him. And that's like, I don't know, top 5%, 2%, whatever, of the country. And they got the vast majority of the company, left or right, down the middle, no matter what your politics are, who think, serves him right. I can't feel sorry for him because he's in charge of he's in charge of a healthcare company. We don't like a healthcare because it's crazy. We pay all this money when we want it. There's always a reason why we can't get paid out on it. He works for one of the worst ones when it comes to payout rates. So he's responsible, indirectly or directly, however you look at it and classify it, but he's responsible for tens of thousands of deaths. So I can't feel sorry for him. He's one person killed him. He killed thousands. I can't feel sorry for somebody because they weren't feeling sorry for people when they were denying claims. They're not feeling sorry for people who have got cancer and you tell them they can't have cancer treatment. They're not feeling sorry for people who want some surgery and you deny their claim for surgery. They're not feeling sorry for when they say, okay, you've had this surgery, the algorithm says you should be ready out of the hospital in 5 days, but it's going to take you 15 days because you're not recovering as quickly. And then they're cutting off they're not feeling sorry for people who they're making bankrupt and they're going hungry because they ain't got a house anymore. So people are not feeling sorry for them. So when you come to find a jury, and a jury across the board are going to have these feelings and these thoughts, I don't think the prosecution is going to find it easy to pick 12 jurors that are impartial And B, if that's the case, gonna get a murder charge to stick. I'm not saying he's gonna walk off scot-free, but I don't think he's gonna get murder. At best, like a manslaughter charge. But this guy is not gonna be found for murder. He's not gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. He's gonna be doing time. No one gonna say he's gonna walk out for free. I'm not saying that, I'm not ridiculous. But a life sentence versus like, I don't know, a 20-year or a 15-year sentence is a very real thing. I don't think a murder charge. I think with a decent lawyer, defense lawyer, and a jury on his side, he's gonna get away. Not get away with it, but he'll have the will of the people behind him. And so that's my thoughts. And I could be proven wrong, but I just can't see it. I think the people are too much in his favor. When you read some of the comments about, when people come out with these videos, and I'm not big enough to have that sort of reaction, but I just don't. Yeah, when you read some of these comments about some of the things people have gone through and how they've had claims turned down. And everyone, like I said, it doesn't matter what your political spectrum is, people across the board, young, old, black, white, whoever you are, you all can relate directly or indirectly. Yourself or a family member has gone through something. Yeah, can't see it. So that's the one I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Let me know if you think I'm talking nonsense. Let me know if you agree with me. It's just for me, my personal opinion on it, look, is murder right? No. Do I feel sympathy for his family? Very little. I feel little sympathy for his family because I don't believe there were ever in his ear saying, Dad or husband, baby, we need to do better. I don't think there were. I think I'm actually very surprised that stuff like this hasn't happened before. That is what shocks me the most, actually, that this has not been a thing in the past. So sympathy for his family, there is some, but I have more sympathy for the people who've been denied claims. And one of the reasons why is because his death was swift. He never had to deal with excruciating pain for long periods of time, and a lot of the people who his company did wrong would have been in agony for a long time, would have been going through stresses of dealing with claim procedures and being denied things when they should have had it, and going through trying to what's the word I'm looking for, trying to overturn decisions and going through review processes, waiting months for treatment when the treatment should have been coming to them, the family problems that would have caused. His death was swift, but some of the treatment him and his company have given to people would have left people in agony, pain, stress for weeks and months. And so my sympathies for him and his family are very much on the lower end. I just don't. No. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe it does. But yeah, that's my stand. I on this one, like I said, differentiate this. I'm not saying he should have died. I'm not saying I condone murder. But what I'm saying is I can't feel safe for him. You very much in life live by your actions. And his actions, a lot of the time, people in his position are able to use his money to sort of soften the blow or escape from the direct consequences of his actions. And this has been an instance where his karma, his actions have caught up to him, and he wasn't able to use his money to escape it. And for that reason, if this was a poorer person in a similar situation, no one would be feeling sorry for him. if this was a poor person, you know, if it was a poor person who'd been robbing, who'd been, you know, killed a family, you know, if he'd been a murderer, killed a family of 4 people, for example, and then, you know, the escaping son came back and shot him later, people wouldn't be feeling sorry for him and his family because he'd, you know, someone had shot him. You'd be feeling you'd be saying he deserves it. It's the same scenario, but on steroids. The only thing that changes this scenario is that he's rich and he's a CEO of a company and he didn't pull the trigger himself. But he's still actually, let me give you a better scenario. This is a bit of a rant now. If he was the leader of a country, usually, let's say a leader of some random African nation, right, who had been massacring the people. He's leader. He didn't pull any of those triggers himself, but he commanded the troops who went and massacred people. If a rebel came and gunned him down, you wouldn't be saying, oh my gosh, terrible, you know, how dare a rebel kill him? What about his family? What about his wife? Nobody would have that energy for him. And it's the same thing. So when if you're one of those people that are like, oh my gosh, just don't think CEO, think despot of a nation and tell me you have the same energy. Tell me you have the same sympathy. You wouldn't. You'd be thinking, yeah, damn, serves him right. He deserved it. And that is how the people think, and that's what I think. I think he shouldn't be murdered, but I can't feel sorry for him. And I think he deserved it? Yeah, I do to some degree. Yeah, I do.